Welcome back to Studio 21.
This week we've got updates on new music and your favorite celebrity couples.
Plus, reviews of 2 recently released movies and maybe a surprise guest appearance.
So, as always, it's time to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. We have big news this week. Austin City Limits is officially back. The first weekend of ACL 2025 just kicked off, and it's already been setting the tone for one of the biggest music weekends of the year.
ACL season means one thing. Austin is officially the main character again. 2 weekends, massive headliners, and all the TikToks you're about to see in your feed.
This year's lineup is stacked. We're talking Sabrina Carpenter, Post Malone, Blink-182, SCA, and The Killers all hitting the stage. Whether you're into pop anthems, throwbacks, punk, country, or soulful R&B, there's something for everyone.
And the energy? Unreal. From the moment gates opened, the crowds were out in full force with fans decked out in cowboy boots, glitter, and all. The festival grounds are buzzing with local food, art, and those signature ACL sunsets that make every performance feel like a movie.
And the production this year is insane. Bigger stages, new lighting setups, and surprise collabs like Hilary Duff appearing as Sally during Role Model's hit song Sally When the Wine Runs Out.
But let's be real, the real highlight might be Sabrina Carpenter's pop-up shop downtown. Fans lined up overnight just to grab exclusive merch and maybe, just maybe, catch a glimpse of her in person.
And inside the fest, her set drew one of the biggest crowds of the weekend. Fans screaming every lyric, confetti flying, and glitter everywhere.
And for good reason. Since Sabrina bought out Shania Twain to sing Twain's iconic song, That Don't Impress Me Much, talk about the most intense FOMO I literally ever had. She also arrested Joe, which is the stage name of the singer of the Stranger Things star Joe Keery, during Juno, her bun in the oven banger. It can't get much more iconic than that, can it?
Honestly, this weekend feels like the perfect mix of music, community, and Texas pride. ACL isn't just a festival, it's an entire experience fans prepare for all year. Having one of the U.S.'s most beloved music festivals right here in Texas is not something to ignore. Get out there and enjoy what this beautiful state has to offer.
So, grab your wristband, hydrate, and get ready for weekend 2 of ACL 2025. If weekend 1 was this wild, just imagine how next weekend will be.
In other news, it seems that we don't come to this place for magic. Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban are officially separating as Kidman filed for divorce on September 13th.
Way to bring down the ACL hype. It's honestly so sad. They were together for 19 years and have 2 kids. You have to wonder what happened to destroy so much history.
They were literally married for about as long as I've been alive. What a reality check. No matter how old I get, I'll still be youthful and beautiful compared to all the old people.
Okay, Anna. That's certainly a way to think about that. It seems like when one celebrity couple fails, another one rises. Because after Taylor Swift's new album, The Life of a Showgirl, released, she and Travis Kelce are seemingly stronger than ever.
That's right. The recently engaged couple are kind of winning at life right now. Or at least Taylor Swift is. I really don't know what Kelce is doing. And does anyone really care?
I hate to say I agree, but I do. He inspired a lot of songs off of Swift's new album, so I guess that counts as something. Swifties are going insane over songs that seem Kelce inspired, such as Would, which is a very sexually punny tune to say the least.
Yeah, at some point in Wood, she says that Kelce reached new heights of manhood, which is a direct reference to his podcast and to something else.
It's safe to say that if you're feeling a little down about Kidman and Urban's split, there's plenty to discover this week about celebrity couples.
Maybe too much, some would say. A controversial opinion perhaps, but I actually don't want to learn about Travis Kelce's body ever again. Some things should stay blissfully unknown.
As much as I love gossip, I do get what you're saying. Sometimes knowing who a song is about can kind of ruin it from a common listener's perspective.
Right? Like, maybe I shouldn't know how many days per year Keith Urban has custody of his kids. Seems like something that a random person off the street should not have access to.
The internet has truly changed our access to information, both for good and bad. It's great being able to look up the lyrics of a song as soon as it comes out, but it's also really weird knowing basically anyone can just stalk you online.
Not me. I stay safe. Back in Illinois, I had the same guy that does Leonardo DiCaprio's internet safety protocols do mine. It is literally impossible to Google my name without the FBI knocking on your door. Neither of us wants any information to get out, do we, Leo?
I can never tell when you're being serious, and it creeps me out. That is all the time we have today, though.
Please enjoy our music video of the week, He's a Bad, Bad Man, by the X-Bombers, and stick around for our friends over at Release Date.
He's a bad, bad man. Whoa. Oh, he's a bad, bad man. Whoa. The sun goes down 'cause he comes out at night. His right hand's how they make dynamite. He heads north and the birds fly south. Better not catch his aim any mouth. Time to town, he lives the hot life and combs his hair with a switchblade knife. His sugar hole is never sweet. He's gonna break you down from your head to your feet. And if he shoots, he doesn't miss, especially not in a town like this. Look out now, 'cause he's coming away. He's got bad intent that makes everyone say, well, he's a bad, bad man. He's a bad, bad The sun goes down 'cause he comes out at night. His right hand's how they make dynamite. His sugar hole is never sweet. He's gonna break you down from your head to your feet. And if he shoots, he doesn't miss, especially not on a night like this. Look out now, 'cause he's coming away. He's got bad intent that makes everyone say, well, he's a bad, bad man. He's a bad, bad man. What a bad, bad man. He's a bad, bad man.
Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of Release Date. I'm Zane.
And I'm Carrie.
First up, a new film starring a legendary actor making his first appearance since retirement, Anemone.
Anemone, directed by Ronan Day-Lewis, son of lead actor Daniel Day-Lewis and starring Sean Bean and Samantha Morton, released this past weekend. This film follows Ray Stroker, a broken and traumatized man living out in the cabin in the woods of Northern Ireland when his brother Jem arrives. Jem, having stepped into Ray's place as the husband and father of the family he abandoned, tries to convince Ray to return to his family in order to give closure to his troubled son, who seems to be repeating the same mistakes that led Ray to his isolation.
Hearing that the rightfully legendary actor Daniel Day-Lewis was coming out of retirement to star in a film directed by his son initially had me a bit worried. I couldn't help but worry about this being some lame, trite directorial debut that only had nepotism going for it, but I was pleasantly surprised that this wasn't the case. Now, would this film work without its powerhouse of performers giving their all? Probably not. But that doesn't mean that this film also didn't show a lot of promise and interesting ideas elsewhere. Like I was saying a moment ago, unsurprisingly, the standout feature of this movie are the performances. Daniel Day-Lewis gives his typical all-timer performance like he does in every role he's in, giving several monologues throughout the film that any other actor probably would have crumbled under the weight of just one. Sean Bean and Samantha Morton aren't given nearly as much to do in this film as Daniel Day does, but when they're on screen, they're great, and are absolutely able to keep up with the intensity of Daniel Day's performance. Another standout feature of this movie is its visuals. The cinematography in this film is gorgeous, making incredible use of the lush and untouched landscape of Northern Ireland. There's also one particular shot of a beach that looked like something out of Lawrence of Arabia, and it was mesmerizing. The color grading is also strikingly good. For a movie as oppressively bluish-gray as it is, the greens of the forest are very verdant and really pop on screen. If I had one complaint about the film's visuals, it would be the camera movements. For some reason, every shot has to be mobile, be it a crane shot, dolly shot, pan shot. It doesn't matter what it is, but the camera is almost never stationary. For a film that's as slow, meditative, and contemplative as it is, it feels weird to have such a constantly moving camera. Overall, it seems Ronan Day-Lewis has good visual instincts that just need a bit of refinement, because, while flawed, the parts of this movie's visuals that are good are incredible, and shows a lot of promise. The same can be said of the movie's narrative. It shows a lot of promise, attempting to grapple with both personal and national generational trauma in the wake of the IRA conflict, and while in some regard there's something interesting and meaningful analysis done here, in other parts, certain relationships or ideas feel a bit half-baked and underdeveloped, never fully delivering on the insight the movie seems to promise. Overall, despite the criticism I've seen claiming this film is a boring slog, I found it an incredibly engaging directorial debut, while misguided in many places, is too interesting and risk-taking for me not to like and see promise in. Check this one out if you can. I can't stop thinking about it, which means something.
Our next film is Shudder's new horror flick starring a four-legged friend, Good Boy.
Good Boy, starring Indy as himself, Shane Jensen and Ariel Friedman, released this past Friday in theaters after its debut last spring at South by Southwest. This film follows Jensen Todd and his dog as they move into a new home that is haunted. As spirits threaten to harm Todd, his dog, Indy, comes to the rescue. This film is entirely told in the perspective of Indy, giving a unique twist on the haunted house genre.
I was a little hesitant about watching this film at first. Not because I was scared of it, I was just worried that something terrible would happen to the dog in the story. But I'm glad I did. And oh boy, this film is an emotional roller coaster. First of all, the point of view is the best part of the film. As I said before, this story is told by a perspective of a dog, and it feels like it. It felt like I was experiencing these supernatural events as a dog, and that was not fun. Although this part was very engaging, the story honestly kind of sucks. There were several plot holes that barely explain anything, and overall the story is just very predictable. It would have been a lot stronger if the film was condensed to around 20 minutes. Although the runtime is very short at around 70 minutes, it felt really slow and even boring at some times. It was extremely disengaging, especially when the humans were on screen. With a movie like this, it is just as important to have the humans be very entertaining, but instead, it felt like they had the character development equivalent to a bag of dog kibble. It just fell flat. Besides that, the movie's atmosphere was also very good. It had this gray, tense, rigid tone that is common in haunted house movies, which made me very anxious for Indy's safety. It was pretty scary and gave me chills down my spine. But let's talk about Indy, aka the dog. This was by far the best performance I have ever seen from an animal ever. I won't spoil it, but his performance almost brought me to tears. I just wanted to pet him and tell him that everything's going to be okay. As a dog owner myself, it definitely made me rethink how dogs feel whenever they feel scared. Overall, while it had some downs, Good Boy is honestly pretty decent. It has a unique premise which was executed well, and a very cute dog. Indy is a very good boy. Anyways, it's currently out in theaters, so go check it out. Also, it is Indy's first acting debut, so go show the dog some love and go and support it.
Well, normally it's just the two of us chit-chatting on movies. Today, a special guest is entering the release date zone. Please welcome everyone's favorite Tiger TV crew member, Lyra.
So kind, so kind. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. nice to meet you.
So we all love Lyra, and we are so excited that she's joining us today. Lyra is going to be reviewing the 2024 movie Sidelined: The Quarterback and Me.
Sidelined: The Quarterback and Me stars Sienna Agudong, Riverdale's Drew Ray Taylor, and everyone's favorite shirtless TikToker, Noah Beck. The film follows Dallas, a high school senior dancer with aspirations to attend CalArts, as she unexpectedly falls in love with, well, the quarterback, Drayton. With the uncertainty and pressure of college looming over them, Dallas and Drayton try to navigate their complicated, slow-burn, enemies-to-lovers relationship.
I had the privilege to be exposed to this movie by our dear executive producer. With the title The Quarterback and Me, I hoped it would be good. After seeing it, I wish I didn't bother. The writing is abysmal and a slap in the face to anyone who has at least one brain cell. Each scene feels like the writer had bullet points to hit and chose the most cliche, unnatural way to write it. And the plot points were so predictable, I considered changing my major to fortune telling. But what aggravates me the most is that the movie had the gall to act like it had emotionally deep characters by writing tragic backstories. Yet still, Dallas and Drayton have the emotional depth of a kiddie pool. Dallas's backstory is so fanfic coded it hurts, and there was nary a word or reference about Drayton's traumatic childhood event until 3/4 into the movie. The egregiousness doesn't stop at the writing, as they had to ruin color theory. The movie's allergic to any colors that aren't red, white, and blue. Unlike other, smarter movies, I don't think they really had a purpose in doing this other than it's America colors. Even then, that might be a stretch of imagination. Speaking of which, the believability is a stretch of imagination. If you've been on the internet for the past year or so, you've heard the famous "nice catch, cheer, not my name, quarterback" scene. Let me tell you, it doesn't get much better from there, as the acting ranges from passable to downright awful. I admit that they can portray basic emotion, but their line deliveries, especially the romantic ones, are drier than the Sahara Desert. Everyone's emotions feel so surface level. We never get the sense that they truly grapple with their feelings. The only exception is Drew Ray Taylor's character, Nathan Bryan, the brother of Dallas. At least he makes an effort to be deep, which is better than most. Regardless, acting can only do so much when the script is this bad. Overall, this movie is equivalent to fast food. Quick, easy, and enjoyable if you don't think about it. If you're looking for a fun, young adult movie to talk to your friends about, tune out in the background, or appease your fan fiction addiction, this movie is for you. And if you think that they won't make a sequel, you'd be wrong, as the sequel is already set to release this year. Thank goodness. I was worried they wouldn't drag out a romance story for profit. Phew! Though Sam will force me to watch it, hopefully you choose to skip on this movie duology and do something better with your life, like read better written fan fiction on AO3.
Lyra, you are truly a natural. That was fantastic.
We appreciate everyone taking the extra time to listen to all of us. Now it's time to listen to a real professional. Our now station manager, David Nilsson, interviewed Czech electronic musician Nickname Not Available. A big thank you to Nickname Not Available for working with us. It's a great interview, so make sure you check it out.
You did kill myself.
Look, you work
I
so
killed
hard. You deserve to see CalArts.
I think I have.
Let's get it started with who are you?
Hi, I'm Nickname Not Available, and I'm an electronic music producer, DJ, and overall like creative person. I do all sorts of stuff, so yeah.
How did you get started in the music industry?
Well, the first thing I did, I wanted to create an album, like from the start, but I didn't know how to do it. So I just tried a bunch of stuff. For the first year, I didn't even know what software to use and how to like plug everything in. So I had like this keyboard, and it was sitting in my room for a long time before I even touched it. But then I finally just like downloaded some programs, and I started using them. And yeah, that's how I got into it. And then I slowly started getting better. I made this big project. I made album. It was like not even electronic. It was something different, and it was crap. It wasn't really good. Yeah, but it got me started, and then I decided to. I even had a different project. I had a different name and everything, and then I decided to start all over again and like scrap the whole thing. And I started making electronic music, and I had the idea to make an EP, so I started doing that, and I still wasn't that confident in my production skills, so I decided that I'm just gonna work on the EP, and I will get better as I do it. So it took me a little bit longer than I expected, much longer than I expected. It took me almost 2 years to finish it because I was still learning on the way. But I end up making it in the end. And yeah, I released it this October. Yeah, and it was pretty amazing ride for me. I think I would say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
congratulations on releasing the EP.
Yeah, thank you.
So our next question here is, what is it like living in the Czech Republic?
So with the music industry here, there's no like bass music scene here. And since I do bass music, I can't like just try to get booked for a festival because there's no festival in my genre. So I have it's a little bit more different. So I have to throw my own parties and try to make events and connections with like different genres and stuff. But it's fun. Yeah, it's difficult but fun. And I wanna expand this scene here if that's possible. But we'll see how that goes, I guess.
Is there anything else or any future projects that our Studio 21 viewers should be looking out for you for?
Yeah, so recently I put out a video of a set that I did in a snow park actually. That was pretty cool. So I made a video from that and I posted it on my channel, so you can watch that if you wanna look for something that I made recently. And I'm also working on a new EP. I don't wanna say a lot about it.
Right.
I'm just gonna say that I'm working on it because I don't know how long it's gonna take me.
That's
But it's definitely in the progress, and it's gonna be some more hard hitting bass heavy stuff. So I'm excited for it, but it's still I wouldn't say it's in the beginning, but it will still be a lot of work to make it happen.
That's fair.
So, yeah. And I would like to say like to anybody out there, I'm not even if if they want to do music, but if you want to do anything, for me, making this the first EP was like a huge thing because I became confident in myself and I stopped caring what other people think. I even dyed my hair green. My hair is not green anymore, but it was like a huge thing for me. And I would like to say that if you're like confident in who you are, if you are not afraid what others will think, then you can do anything. And guess what? The people will end up liking it. When you don't care if they will like it actually, which is pretty cool, I think. So, yeah.
Welcome back to Friendly Competition, everyone. As always, I'm your host, Bruce Wee. And boy, have we got a great couple of questions lined up for our contestants today. How are y'all feeling?
Ready.
Super
We're ready.
great.
We're so ready.
Oh,
I
for
hope my
sure.
button works.
Yeah,
I don't
I
live
just
under a rock.
yeah no. I'm gonna sweep Gossip Guru, Zane and I. So
Not me.
I'm feeling
Wonderful.
lit, super
Yeah.
excited.
As a reminder, Gossip Guru is currently headed ahead with 3 points to release date's 0.5. Yeah. One would hope Zane would be a little better at this game at his ripe old age, but I'm not here to throw stones. Just questions. Let's begin. Our first question is, what is the title of Joe's 2024 hit and most well-known song? Carmen,
Is it end of beginning?
that's correct.
oh my, I blanked.
I don't even know who Joe is.
I'm not cut out
It's
for
the guy
this.
from
I'm
Stranger
I'm really not
Things.
cut out for
Oh,
this.
It's like the one who
Song.
plays Steve.
I was
didn't watch
I was
Stranger
singing it in my
Things.
brain.
Oh,
I
it's
was just
okay.
trying to find it.
Our second question is, name 3 songs off of Taylor Swift's new album, The Life of a Showgirl.
Oh my god!
Wait, I know one. Wait, there's Canceled. I guess there's Would, because that was the one that was in the thing. And then what's the last one? Life of a Showgirl.
Correct.
Oh, I don't even listen to Taylor Swift.
These questions are
Don't
like
say that
specifically
on- No,
designed for me
I
not to know the
pressed
answer
my
to
button.
them.
I'm sorry.
And our
No
third
more.
and final question is, what upcoming movie stars Channing Tatum, Kirsten Dunst, and Peter Dinklage?
No idea.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Can you give us a hint?
Oh no.
I should know this.
Me too.
You guys really should know this.
Yeah.
The alternate question I have here is, what movie inspired by a Colleen Hoover novel is coming to theaters? Carmen.
It ends with us.
This button doesn't work!
That's correct.
This button doesn't work! Yay.
I'm not cut out for this.
I tried to press the button!
Yeah.
It barely worked.
I'm
I'm
just okay.
The
Actually
button
working,
I'm just
so
a winner. You're a loser.
just throwing that out
okay,
there.
There we
let's
go.
I know.
The equipment works. It's just Carrie being a sore loser.
Yeah.
You guys, no. I knew, oh my god.
Well, well, well. Will the loser this week please repeat after me?
Okay.
Gladly again.
There is no one on earth not disappointed in me.
There's no one on
On
earth
earth,
not disappointed in me. Really
My
in time there.
friends and family may not want to speak with me or be around me for several days.
My friends and
My
family
friends
may
and
not
family
want to
may
speak
want to
with me
speak
or be around me for several days.
But I will emerge victorious next week, holding my head high above the jeers of a furious crowd, knowing my worth.
But,
But I will emerge victorious next week, holding my head high above the jeers of a furious crowd, knowing my worth.
Nothing like breaking a couple people's spirits to end an episode.
That's all the time we have on Studio 21 today, but never fear, we will be back next week.
Thank you for watching us here at
Studio 21.
Yay.